How's it going, Ox? I'm just about to go and do my morning cardio here quickly. Just thought I'd do a quick kind of randomish video off topic about the recent passing of Ozzy Osbourne. Obviously, for those who know me, I have played in a heavy metal band. We used to for over a decade now. Involved very much in the local and the UK and a bit of the European heavy metal scene. Friends, colleagues and everything. Very much involved in musicians and stuff like that there. And Ozzy Osbourne for us, big inspiration for all of heavy metal music and rock music. He shaped a lot of that, not just for heavy metal and rock musicians, but also for people that don't even listen to heavy metal music. I mean, it's even being talked about in every major news outlet. Elton John's even talking about it. Ozzy Osbourne was a very iconic figure, and that's a big thing with when it gets someone as iconic as Ozzy. Everyone comes out of every borough, and one interesting thing to see with this is not one bad word has been shared about Ozzy Osbourne. He has left a very cemented and solidified legacy in this regard, a very successful one, right? He's just been very respected throughout, and as he should be, and as musicians, heavy metal musicians especially, we're very grateful to what he gave. And it sort of brings on to the topic of actually leaving legacy, right? Ozzy has left a very, very delegated legacy, and is legacy important? I remember, Frank Zappa in his last interview before his death, he didn't care about legacy.
Here's the question, you'll know exactly what it is, and that is, how does Frank Zappa want to be remembered?
Well, it's not important.
Not important at all?
Mm-mm.
Want to be remembered for the music?
It's not important to even be remembered. I mean, the people who worry about being remembered are guys like Reagan, Bush. These people want to be remembered. And they'll spend a lot of money and do a lot of work to make sure that remembrance is just terrific.
And for Frank Zappa?
I don't care.
And to some degree, I have followed that kind of perspective for years of my life, going, well, I'm dead, it doesn't really matter. But for me, I want to leave my legacy through my children. That's a big important thing. It's not like you're going to be the next innovator or the next, shaping the world through art or something like that there, but you can leave legacy through other elements. Your kids, for example. My dad left a legacy in me. Did my dad invent anything big, or was he remembered by anything, or is there a footprint I can go back on my dad? Not really. He had his downfalls. He was an alcoholic, whirled away in his life for years and hid. But he was a very hard man, very polite out in public, very respectful, known for that. And that's passed down to me, which I hope these are traits that I keep going and I can pass down to my kids. And I'm so grateful for that. And that's his legacy's lived on a wee bit through his kids. And that's what I want to sort of bring to my kids. So I think that kind of thing is very important, that you can leave a legacy, especially when it comes around, your kids. And that's one thing that people sometimes worry about, leaving a legacy and what they can leave. But again, you can leave it through very other means. And another thing I would say is gratitude. Being grateful to those who have shaped us, accredit those ideas. For example, like a lot of the ideas I give down in Sherdown, these are obviously some hands-on experience, but obviously ideas that I've got from other very well reputable bodybuilders or nutritionists, whatever, like Jordan Peters, for example, his ideas, Dorian Yates, that kind of thing. And they're big proponents of accrediting and giving thanks to those who shaped them. And that's a big thing, in life. Gratitude's very important. It's very important to actually be grateful to those who have passed down valuable information and valuable changes to our lives. And then understanding, you can also leave legacies too in other means. But one of the other things I would say is it's quite interesting when these kind of things happen, because you'll see through social media, everyone will all post things like, I can't believe it, I'm so torn, Ozzy died. Well, first of all, I can't believe it. I mean, he was knocking on death's door. I mean, Ozzy was fucked. I'm surprised he lasted this long, quite frankly. But it's quite interesting to see people that freak out you know, so much, like, they'll post for days and days and days and days, talk about being so heartbroken about a celebrity. I am a big proponent of putting no one on a pedestal, regardless of how good they are. Celebrities are well known for certain things. They're good at their craft, good at their trade and skill. Doesn't make them any different than a plumber that's really good at their craft, or someone local to you that's really good at one specific thing, right? The only difference is they're well known, famous. That's it. And I think we, as a society, we put people really highly on a pedestal, more than maybe like our family. I mean, I've seen people on social media that are posting about celebrities dying days and days after, nowhere near as much as what they would post if their family member died, or like an auntie died, which arguably a family member and auntie would have shaped their lives a lot more than what a celebrity would have, right? It's just weird. Something to point out, I guess, that sometimes it's good to get our morals aligned and our perspectives aligned sometimes. But regardless, rest in peace to the Prince of Darkness. I'm not one to jump on bandwagons. I don't really post about celebrities down, but Ozzy obviously was a big character, and he shaped a lot of the sphere for me musically, and I'll always be grateful. Thank you, Ozzy. Anyway, bit of a random video, but I'm gonna go and get my cardio done now. Remember to check out my 5-week vlog video over on the YouTube I just posted. It's a big long one, but it's very insightful for what's going on at the minute with prep out and all the side effects. Don't forget to like, subscribe as well. But until next time, works, I'll catch you then.